Hello, my name is Tyler Cornack, and I am the writer-director of Mermaid.
And I'm Johnny Pemberton, and this is also still Mermaid.
I am Avery Paterra, and I am the Mermaid.
My name is Kirk Fox, and I'm in the Mermaid as well. I play Skip, I believe. Correct, Tyler?
That's right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kevin Dunn from Mermaid.
I guess first and foremost, I grew up where we shot the movie, and this was kind of the beach that we shot on was the beach I went to as a kid, and ever since I was a kid, I would always see these sort of Floridian stereotypes that would kind of scare me, and they would be kind of funny and just these larger than life sort of characters. So I guess it sort of spawned from that originally, and then I love Florida movies. I love beach movies. I'm a big Jaws guy. I love just like American old beach movies. So there was that in there, and then I guess I've always wanted to make a mermaid movie. There was something in me. I don't know why. I just always wanted. I felt like it was an untapped market, if you will. There's the Little Mermaid and there's Splash and there's all of that, but I just want to do my own little version of it. So sort of combining it with the Florida stereotypes.
Well, Doug, he's definitely a loser. He's not doing great in life. He's addicted to drugs, and I don't think he's ever had a haircut that he can remember. He's like a loner, and he loves fish, and he's like so down on his luck that he's about to end his luck permanently, and that's when he finds something that saves his life, essentially. So he's a total loser, loner guy who is. There's a lot of Dougs out there, but very, very, very quiet guy who loves to take Percocet and look at fish too. Not just Percocet, but the fish too.
It's the combo.
Yeah.
That's what does it for me.
Yeah.
Performing as the Mermaid was a whole whirlwind of nuance, chaos, and heavy suits.
And patience.
Oh, yeah. But it was so fun. And just having to adapt to Floridian weather and really feel like a real life mermaid in the weather, especially. I was like, wow, this is really what it's like to be a real mermaid. So I found it very interesting to be able to really dive in and transform fully, being in the environment. And just always fun to play with these pals.
Just so you know, too, we brought her on. We had somebody else originally. We just didn't know. It was nothing personal. We just didn't know she existed. While we were there, we had somebody else casted the plate and ended up falling through last minute. So she jumped on so quickly to the project and came. And I remember we had dinner together, and I was like, "This is gonna be rough. She's gonna be in a tub for 12 hours every day after doing 6 hours of makeup." So it was just crazy. And
that's okay.
You're amazing in it. So.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I mean you saved us.
Guys. Thanks. You saved me, really. Because I was badly hurt when you found me. I was badly hurt. So thanks for that.
Yeah.
This is in the movie.
Right. Yeah. Sorry. This is in the movie.
Yeah.
I play Skip, who is kind of a tennis pro strip club owner. So it was kind of my wheelhouse. And I realized that, hey, man, I don't even have to act. So that was what was appealing, and kind of a romantic businessman, but strip clubs. It was appealing to me on a business sense. I don't really look at the women. It's more about the fish for me. But yeah, I run a strip joint.
That's what he says. It's about.
What do you think? Right? Is that Tyler? Is that about the ballpark?
That was it. Yeah, that was perfect.
Yeah, I'm just a man trying to make it.
I was trying to think of add anything else. I think you nailed it.
Just a man trying to make it in the late '90s. So
yeah,
that's it. You get that
He's
on
just
each
staying
camera.
Afloat. He's staying afloat.
All right, but yeah, I play Skip. Thank you.
Does that make him a pescophile? I don't know.
I think Doug's the pescophile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I play a very wealthy billionaire loser who has done everything and seen everything and decides that he wants to try a different thrill, so to speak. And he's a really twisted kind of ruling class type of wackos.
Wacko is the right word. Yeah.
But just coming in towards the end of the film and knowing kind of what you went through and that she was so chipper and stuff, I was like, you probably would have lost your first person because it's just like indestructible. So anyway, congratulations. But
Yeah, I mean, I infused all the ones that I love. I think from Jaws to sort of there's a little bit of Harmony Korine, I think, in it as well. Down to the Florida Project, the dynamic with Johnny and the family side of it. I feel like that's a little bit more Florida Project. I'm trying to think if there's any other ones, but it was primarily those three, which are some of my favorite movies. But this is such a separate thing from that at the same time because it's playing with genre and it's a creature movie. So I think aesthetically you see that and you sort of feel it through the cinematography at times, but it kind of does its own thing as well. The beginning of the movie really feels Jawsy to me, which I was proud of. Within our budget, it feels like you're at the beach and you can feel it, and then it sort of takes a turn to the left, and you're like, oh, this isn't Jaws at all. This is something completely different and its own thing. So, yeah, it was just combining all those movies that I'm crazy about, and it feels American, and it feels
Very Florida too.
Florida.
Very Florida.
This was
Yeah.
American?
This is American. Yeah.
Well, that's it.
Wasn't told that.
The Florida thing is a big part of it because we shot in St. Pete. That's where the story takes place.
Yeah.
So everything that's there is part of the story, and that's also just actually where we are.
Yeah, it's like an old Florida fable or fairy tale, a twisted. It's also like the Florida Man headlines. Florida Man finds mermaid. That's kind of like that. Actually, was the sort of the genesis of it. It's like you would hear something about this in the Tampa Times. It's
Right.
like, yeah, Florida Man finds mermaid. And then there was also a video. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but there was a video of a sailor out at sea that I saw way back in the day. He was alone on a boat, and he could just hear these weird sounds that could only be described as a sort of a screwed up, scary mermaid. And that's sort of what that implanted making the mermaid scary, because she's, the mermaid's horrifying in this. It's not a pretty mermaid by any means. And the idea was to have somebody like Johnny play it straight against something like that. It just provides a lot of comedy because he's trying to figure out himself while also exploring this new thing that he found, and it just creates a lot of weirdness and strangeness that's funny. So